Welcome everyone to our webinar, The Future of Marketing. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today we will be sharing with you guys the 5 key trends you need to know for this upcoming year. Please, before we start, I want to make sure everyone is watching my screen. If you can please confirm. Let me see. Good. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, for those joining us for the first time, remember to look for these handouts of this webinar on our control panel from GoToWebinar. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them along the way. We're gonna have at the end of the webinar question session, but I'll answer all the questions at the end because sometimes we can answer it during the webinar and with the content that we have. So I can see people still joining us. Welcome, and thank you so much for taking your time to be with us. We'll just start now. So this topic is very, very, very interesting and very important for all of us that we're making our marketing plans for next year, and it's such a good thing to take advantage of these trends that are happening on our markets and to see what's going on and to see what others marketing specialists are taking notice of. So this year was a very good year for innovation because we saw the release of new technologies like Google Home, the iPhone 10, and digital advertising is growing and growing and growing. So it expanded gains more than television advertising, and we know that this is something that will it will still grow, and it's something that we saw because of the digital revolution. And markets are also rewarding brands that bet big on innovation and customer service. So these two things to take notice of. Innovation and customer service for next year will be also growing, and things that we need to always be aware of when we're going to make our plans and our strategies for all the things all the actions, marketing actions that we're going to do. So I'm going to share with you 5 of the most important trends to look for in the coming year. I'm going to start with content marketing. Content marketing, it's also one of the strategies that I enjoy the most while I'm working, and it works the best with B2C business to customers and B2B business. So as long as there's been marketing, content has been a part of the marketing practice. Content marketing has always been here. It's not something that is new. It's just that people ask, why is this really a new strategy? It's just another marketing buzzword. I will tell you that it's something that it will always be growing. It will always be evolving because content is king, like they say, and it will be part of our strategies, I can say, for the upcoming years while we're making marketing. Because if we're making marketing, we're making content. Because we're sharing things with our customers, we're creating things for them, and we're communicating with them. So what we're going to share today, and before we do that, I just want to remind you the benefits of content marketing, because when we are reminded of this, we know how important this is. Because if we can develop a very good content marketing strategy, we can get website traffic, we can get client engagement, leads and conversions, media visibility, and we can have a competitive advantage and also brand awareness. So this is only just a few of the benefits of content marketing, because when we develop a very good and engaging content marketing strategy, we can see that these things are real in our strategies. So according to 2017 March and Trends report from Content Marketing Institute and Marketing Profs, more than 60% of B2B marketers reported that their content marketing strategies are more effective than 1 year before. So it keeps getting better. It keeps getting better and it keeps growing. And that's what we want. So I'm just going to share things that are aspects of what is happening with content marketing, and it will grow and will continue to get better in the next year. First, the Internet of Things is taking content off the screen because customers are no longer limited to staying locked on the screen for getting content. Because the Internet of Things has made it so that content can be all around us. And that's what we see on our daily basis. We are constantly communicating with these technologies, interacting with devices and new technology. For example, Siri, and also Amazon's voice service Alexa is becoming a digital doorway to content as well. So this is what's happening with content. That is also, when more technologies like this get involved, we can see how content is developing among our lives. And when we see it with the Internet of Things, that we communicate with everything in our homes, because we have now smart homes, and we need all of these devices, and we can see that we can communicate with them, and they're creating content for us, and our lives are getting better because of these technologies. And that's what we need to see and have in mind for the next year for our customers, and take advantage of these technologies. So another aspect of content marketing that is going to stay and stick around is transparency, because it's becoming just as important as the content itself. Why? I was sharing the same webinar yesterday with the Spanish session, and it was very engaging because these subjects are very trendy, and we were sharing how the customer, the digital customer, and the customer now has so many information in their head. They know this is it. We're dealing with a smart customer. We're dealing with a smart client. So they know when we're being transparent. They know when we're being real and genuine. And that's what brands need to look for next year. And that's why tactics like native advertising and brand sponsors and with influencer content, we need to give it a shift. We need to give it a shift because customers are growing more skeptical of branded content. Even though a few years before branded content was the trend, it's evolving because people don't trust anymore to those influencers that are recommending all these brands, and it looks so it doesn't look real. So we need to be more transparent. We need to be more real because customers are getting burnt out on brand advertising. Because millennials are more progressive and want companies to be more authentic, transparent, and driven to give back to society. And not because we want to impress them. They will know when we're being authentic and genuine. And that's what we want for the next year. Here we can see this survey, because according to Digiday, there's a growing fatigue in brand advertising with green claims, charitable contributions, and corporate support for causes. Brands try to tie it all together into cost marketing or social marketing. But there's a big amount of customers who are starting to see this kind of promotion as desperate. So we need to be very genuine when we do these things. Some customers simply feel the company is being dishonest because they know that this will gain their attention. So we need to know how to do these things. We need to know how to keep track of these things without being unreal. So let's see on this Nielsen survey that the 82% they're looking more for recommendations from people that they know. And when we see ourselves as customers, when we see ourselves as clients, because that's what I always say. We also need to be to see ourselves as the client, to see ourselves as the customers, the users, so we can understand their mind, so we can understand what they're looking for. Because it's the same thing that we're looking for as customers. So 82% are looking for, and this is going to grow, because we'll trust the people we know. Even though when influencers do such a great job of being authentic and real, you feel like, because you interact with them on social media, you feel that you know them. And that is when these influencers are real, you feel like you know them, and that also will help your strategy. So that also can work when you do it the right way. So content, also another aspect of content marketing, because it involves a lot of things, but we're just talking about the things that will help us to make a better content marketing strategy for the next year, taking advantage of these things. Content is fuel for the buyer's journey. This is very important. If you look at digital marketing as a whole, there aren't too many tactics that can stand on their own without content. And that's what we're saying here. When we see the journey, when we try to go to the awareness stage, drag them, call the attention, and then drag them to consideration stage, so they can see and they can know what they're going to be comparing to other brands. And then we're going to drag them to the decision stage, so that we can have a transaction, so that we can have a sale, we can close a sale, we can close a deal. And that's what we want. And knowing this, and knowing that with content marketing the right way, we can move this funnel to the things that we want. So think about the type of marketing the average business does on a daily basis at different levels of the company. So the trick here is, we are doing all of this. We are doing social media posts, we're doing blogs, articles. We're not going to change that. This will go next year, and we can do these things. It's just that we need to do it the right way, and we need to know when to add them here. Sorry, awareness. What do I need to call the attention? What do I need to create with content marketing, so they can see if my brand is the best option? And what can I do so they can take and they can make a decision? So when we go to content marketing, we'll continue to grow as the cornerstone of all marketing, driving strategy into the next year. It's the experience created by your content that moves the customer from the top of the funnel, if we see it like a funnel, down into the final conversion of the buyer's journey. And that's what we're looking for. Using what? These types of content the right way and at the stage that we need it. So also another aspect of content, and it's something that is this year it has been amazing with I can see brands that they're be engaging a lot with on-demand video, like live video is taking over, and that will continue the next year. Why? Because it's super engaging and interactive. So this will continue, and brands will take a shift, will take it to the next level. Innovative brands will continue doing this, because you know why? Because if we're talking about that customers want brands to be real, and they want brands to be genuine. Live video, you're live. If you make a mistake, you're real. You're there. You didn't have time to edit anything, and that's what customers want. That's what the user is looking for. Brands that are more real. So marketers and customers alike are jumping on the train to embrace live video content. This is happening. This year was amazing for live video, and this will continue to grow the next year. So I really love this content marketing trend. Now, who didn't got involved in a Facebook Live and Instagram Live this year? I think everyone that is here enjoyed this. And I can see people that they're not brands. I can see people sharing more their lives, and it has been a great way to create content. And we definitely want to see more of this, because we have a unique opportunity to take advantage of live video before some of your competitors do. We still have that advantage and opportunity. Start working on live video now to capture the attention and engagement of your audience. This will happen if we do it the right way. This is a content marketing trend that will continue to expand. And here we can see that Buffer ran a survey last year that provided some insight on how marketers see video changing. See, video was getting so big last year, in 2015, everything was about video. And you can see now on our timelines, if we go to Facebook, it's all about videos. Videos about recipes, videos about funny videos, all these memes, everything. And we want that interaction, and we love it. So live video here is the 42%, but it will grow. And it will probably get on top of blog posts. We're just waiting for this year's survey, so we can confirm this fact. But this is how it was going last year, 42%. And I mean 2016. So last year and this year, live video has been around us, and it will continue to grow. Another aspect of content marketing is the interactive visual content. This is very, very, very important, because I can see brands that are taking this to the next level, and they're taking a lot of advantage. Virtual reality, this is a technology that it's getting into our brands, it's getting into our daily basis life. Allows you to create an entirely different experience for your audience. That's what we're looking for. That's what we want for next year. Different experiences. It offers new opportunities for content marketing as well as customer engagement. We have this example, the new VR app for Shopify that helps online shoppers customize shirts in virtual reality. And they can change colors when they use the VR glasses and everything. So it's very interactive, and we need to do more of these things for our brands and for our customers, because that's what customers are expecting from us, to use all of these technologies, all of these innovations to help them. So the first trend was content marketing. Now we go to the second one. It's opinion mining. This trend is very important because we heard about data mining, we heard about big data, all of these topics that are in our heads from when we talk about technology, when we talk about digital marketing, when we talk about these things, we cannot leave these things behind. But now opinion mining is getting another more important, because we need to listen what our customers are saying. And we know about this, we know about social listening, but opinion mining goes to the next level. Why? Because the digital age is characterized increasingly by the collective, and this is what's happening. We're living the collective era, the information era, and we have a lot of data. And the information they're generating by tapping into the minds of many is driving decisions in both. We're talking about the public and private sector. So research is becoming social. And opinion mining is a new science which uses the latest advances in artificial intelligence. And we will talk about artificial intelligence more in this webinar, but this trend uses this to have more information about the sentiment, and also governments and global organizations can now access a set of insights. That's what we're looking for. Insights, information, sentiment that can shape a strategy and better measure the public's experience of their policies, services, and brands. That's what opinion mining is doing, and we need to start working with this for our brands. So the third trend is marketing and HR become BFFs. This sounds funny, but this is what's going on. Because marketing, we've always heard marketing needs to work more close to sales, because it obviously, and service, the service, customer service department, technology, but sometimes we forget about HR. And the world is changing, because now we're not hiring anyone, and people, they're not looking to work in our companies just because we're a big company, or because they're looking for companies that they can believe in. And remember, it's all about company culture. So a brand is about the people. So the people that work for you, it also shapes your brand. And the experiences that are created by them for the customers. So you need to create a company culture that is unique, one that the buyer can get to know and trust. So the buyer, at the end of the day, will trust your employee. That is also your customer. So marketing in a B2B organization plays a very strong hand-in-glove relationship with HR. This will continue to grow. This will continue to stay. And we will see that us as marketing managers, we will need this relationship to work better for the sake of our brands, for the sake of our companies, and for the sake of our customers. And the fourth trend that we want to talk about is authenticity amplified. Remember that we were talking about being real, being authentic, being transparent. This will grow, and this is a trend itself. Why? Because the truth about your company and brand has never been something you can fake. Thanks to employer review sites like Glassdoor and other product review sites that populate the buyer journey, because now these employees that you're hiring, they want to see if you're a great place to work. Also, your buyer wants to get all the reviews about your products, about your service, everything. Why? Because it's all of these things, they shape the decision making of your employees and of your buyers, your customers. So this is also a very important thing to take over for next year. And we're gonna finish with our trend, our final trend, and is that we wanted to make more attention to artificial intelligence, because we believe that this is something that we're gonna see growing and growing and growing, and us here at Double Group, we're trying to get the best out of this for ourselves as a company to also grow and be more innovative, and for our clients, for our customers. So artificial intelligence is already changing your life. Even if you think artificial intelligence is not, it's already changing your life, because most of us don't realize that many of the tools, apps, gadgets, and services that have made our everyday life so much easier and more convenient over the past decade are actually powered by artificial intelligence. That's why some of the examples that I gave you today, they were powered by artificial intelligence. Because I believe that the two trends, the most important two trends here, because it involves everything, and they're all of them are in a way it makes sense. It's content marketing and artificial intelligence. Why? Because we're looking to have a predictive experience for customer service, sales, and marketing. So it involves everything in your company. And we need this. We need to know more about artificial intelligence and how to use this tool, this innovation, this technology to have better products, to have better service in our company. And how this will also help our content marketing. And now we're living in the fourth industrial revolution. It's called intelligence, where artificial intelligence, robotics, and the Internet of Things are transforming the customer experience. And if we see ourselves as customers, we've been shaped by all these technologies. We cannot live with our smartphones. You just don't leave the house with that. We need a smart watch. We're looking to build a smart home and everything around us, because we want to make everything about being more smart, because of artificial intelligence is making this revolution, and that will help businesses connect to their customers in a whole new way, because we need to do things differently next year. And every year, that's what we're looking for, doing things differently. And so we can know just a little bit more about artificial intelligence. It's the concept of having machines think like humans. Because the brains behind artificial intelligence is a technology called machine learning, which is designed to make our jobs easier and more productive. And that's what we're looking for. It's the next major way of innovation, driven by advance in computing power, the ability to store large volumes of data in the cloud. Remember big data? This helps solve all this data that we have, and at minimal cost, and easier access to advanced algorithms. And it will be more disruptive and powerful than any previous shift in technology. That's why we cannot stop talking about artificial intelligence. We need to know more about this, and we need to understand what this will do to our business, how this can help our marketing. Because today's marketers have a wealth of data and insight at their disposal that doesn't always translate into intelligent customer and prospect interactions. If we don't know what to do with all of this data that we have, it's like having nothing. We need to know what to do. We need to know how to work with all this information that we have, all this data that we have, how we can make this work for us. This is the question that we need to do. And that's how Salesforce Einstein helps us create more predictive marketing journeys. Remember, we were talking about the journeys, how this is a trend, how content marketing helps build this journey to take it to the end of the funnel, and so we can have a transaction. Imagine if you can deliver the right content to the right audience on the right channel at the exact right time with artificial intelligence right where you work. This is what Salesforce Einstein is doing for us. We need to know, because we are also engaging with too many brands. We're competing with too many brands. We're competing with attention, and we have so many channels. But first, we need to know what's the right content, what is the right audience, and what is the right channel and the right time, so I can engage and connect with my customer. So now the marketer, the marketing manager, needs to know and be able to learn about artificial intelligence and how Salesforce Einstein will help leverage smart scoring to predict which customers likely to convert. Use predictive intelligence. This is a keyword here, prediction, to segment and build audiences based on likely future actions. So this is predicting the future actions of our customers, and this is what we were always wanted. Because now the customers, we just don't know what they will come up next. They change brands, and that's what we also do. We change brands. We're looking for the next big thing, and with this, this will help us know what the future actions will be. So automatically adapt the journey for each customer, because it's one thing to know the journey, but sometimes we have all these customers, we have segmentation done right, but these things will change because we just get comfortable with what we built. But with artificial intelligence, we'll adapt the journey for each customer, personalize things, and deliver the best next product content or offer every time. Send messages at the right time when a customer is most likely to engage, not when I think he will engage, because artificial intelligence will know when he's most likely to engage. And we need to take advantage. And I wanted to share 3 big benefits. And the first one is smarter awareness and acquisition. Expand reach to attract new audience. How do we do this? We target individuals who look like your best customer. And who is your best customer? This will help you. You can take that list of your best customers and run them through artificial intelligence powered look-alike modeling, and you've expanded your addressable audience manifold. Also, increase offer relevance. What's the value that I'm going to share with my customer? What is it that what can I do that it will make them feel like I care about them? Because I'm gonna personalize everything, not just sharing with everyone. Also, another big benefit is smarter onboarding and engagement. Make interactions personal from day one, because this technology will know from day one. What we've been doing these past years with engaging with digital marketing is learning. It's like a lab. I post at one time and I post in another time, A/B testing, all of that. Learning. Now, this is smarter. This is smart marketing. This will know what to do. So today you can convert anonymous browsers to buyers. Add a personal touch to your welcome series and tailor every campaign to the individual at scale. When we think about these things, we just cannot figure it out in our minds. But this is what Salesforce Einstein can do for marketing. Adapt to consumer behavior and preference. Understanding the optimal path to purchase or conversion that customers take with their brand. And responding to changing consumer behavior and preference before they happen. Prediction with actions. Like we'll say what making a purchase and where that engagement might happen. Imagine that channel preference, because we're using all the channels that are popular. But what if my customer is not there? What if my customer likes other things? This will help us know the preference, and they will adapt to the customer's behavior. And the last benefits of many of these benefits, I'm just sharing 3 big benefits. Smarter retention and advocacy. Have an active dialogue with your brand community. How do we do this? Understanding consumer sentiment and influence, what we were talking about. It's very important to know the sentiment. Is it positive? Is it negative? With our content, how are they reacting with our brand? That will help us understand the intent of a post, whether it's positive, negative, and prioritize the ones that need the most attention. Facilitate a connected community for brands with your own online communities, where consumers connect with peers and experts. And this helps us empower self-service by triggering knowledge-based suggestions to solve questions or cases before we will know how to react. We will know how to act, because all this time we'll be reacting to what customers have been doing. And with artificial intelligence, we will act first, and that's what we want. Uncover new opportunities through text and image recognition. Because what we've been doing in the past, our software models could recognize keywords, and we've been getting very professional with keywords in social posts, hashtag. Now, we will learn to uncover new opportunities through text and image recognition. Imagine that. So to resume this, artificial intelligence has the power to transform all your CRM. It's not only marketing. It will transform your whole company in sales, in service, in technology, commerce, everything. Because artificial intelligence will help us predict the future behavior of our customers. And that will help us sell more, deliver a very customer service, know how to connect with them and reach them at the right time. And we can build smarter apps, and that will come from our IT department. And if we have a commerce company, offer shoppers personalized product recommendations, and everything in our company will be around artificial intelligence, we will see results, and that's what we want. And I'm going to finish my presentation with this. I really like this quote. We were talking about 5 trends, and I just wanted to close with: never ask for anything until you've offered value first. How do we offer value? And it's very interesting, this graphic. Creating value is the only seed. And seeing value as a seed is very interesting, because this seed will grow. We need to focus on delivering and offering value first. And we will only do this when we know our customers, when we know that what they want, what are their pains, their needs, the things they're passionate about, what they love. And that's what we need to do, to connect with them, to engage them, and really help them. Not just because we want their money. We want to offer value because we want to also see that we care. And that's, even though these trends are very important, just keep this in mind when you're working on your next year marketing plan. What is the value? When you gather your team, ask this: what is the value that we want to offer to our customers, to our clients, to the future customers that we want to attract? Ask this question before you create your plan, and do it having this in consideration.